以及家人，跟我们一起到底走到这边。所以借用各位的掌声，欢迎黄义儒。
辛苦大家们好吗？把我们小孩的劲道跟借给我。One side, let's go。咿呀哦嗨呀耶，咿呀哦嗨呀耶。把双手握紧，把眼神磨砺，这方寸之间没后退余地。我已织上了双喜的协议，无论面对大风大雨，忘掉无声信丢我为你。我咖喱到底，我咖喱到底，却不忘记最初的约定。我咖喱到底，也显露到底，我要留下最后的胜利，让世界听见我的名言，看见我们用着无知。We all believe。好，听看你听到什么？谢。嘿，咿呀哦嗨呀耶，咿呀哦嗨呀喂。我已织上了双喜的协议，无论面对大风大雨，忘掉无声信有我为你。我咖喱到底，我咖喱到底，却不忘记最初的约定。我咖喱到底，我咖喱到底，却不忘记最初的约定。我咖喱到底，也显露到底，我要留下最后的胜利，让世界听见我的名言，看见我们用着无知。We all believe. We all believe. We all believe. Oh, oh. Hey, hey. 谢谢辛苦，谢谢宽容，谢谢。
谢谢义儒。等一下呢，在中场休息，依然呢有一场呢精彩的演出呈现给大家，也请呢现场的朋友中场休息时候千万不要错过。街口工程师富裕建设总冠军赛第2场正式开始。就如同呢，在星期六的时候，我曾经说过，上一个赛季我们是唯一没有办法打进季后赛的一支队伍。但是今年我们在所有的狮子军的家人大力的支持之下，以及所有球员的努力，我们挺进总冠军赛了。感谢大家，谢谢所有狮子军的家人。这一次呢，我们能够挺进季后赛、挺进冠军赛，对新竹来讲是一个相当重要的意义。冲进季后赛之后，在新竹有超过1000个以上的家庭，很多人在阳台上面挂着工程师的旗子。 有人在咸酥鸡店挂着工程师的旗子，有人在宫庙挂着工程师的旗子，还有人在内衣店都挂着我们的旗子。刺青店、早餐店、火锅店、咖啡店，整个新竹紫色是我们共同的颜色。所以，我现在要希望我们所有呢狮子军的家人朋友，我们接下来呢在每一天当中，如果走在路上，安全状况没有任何问题，看到穿着紫色的自己的家人，大家互相挥个手，致个意，可以吗？各位家人朋友，可以吗？可以吗？为什么要这样呢？为什么要这样？没有为什么。那我们接下来呢，要请呢我们现场所有的球迷朋友，请起立。今天你们不只要献出你们的喉咙，你们也要献出你们的真心。所有的球迷朋友，所有的观众朋友，请起立，请脱帽。一样记得吗？献出各位的身心，看着大荧幕，唱国歌。请覆帽，请坐下。唱完国歌之后，今天呢一系列活动马上就要开始了，用最热情的掌声欢迎牧师女孩。
Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here.
from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Got the power.
最热情的掌声，谢谢木质女孩为我们带来精彩的开场表演。马上呢，要为各位介绍呢，今天客队来访的台北富邦勇士篮球队球员登录名单：球衣背号0号赖廷恩，2号简伟如，球衣背号8号周桂宇，12号林志杰，14号蔡文成，球衣背号29号张根宇，76号曾文鼎。接着呢，为各位介绍台北富邦勇士篮球队先发的名单：1号林书伟，3号张宗宪，17号辛特利，21号曾祥军，球衣背号32号塞瑟夫。台北富邦勇士篮球队总教练许晋哲，助理教练吴永仁、魏维、林伟浩、张志正，领队蔡成儒。当然，今天呢，本场比赛开之前，也请呢所有的球迷朋友将目光锁定大荧幕，请看影片。
很多人认为我们是支令人失望的球队。这个赛季，四面八方，很多噪音，很多为什么。OK， 职业篮球嘛，没事。做错的，我们努力面对，改进；没有人做过的，我们勇敢尝试。如果这一些批评会让我们倒下，今天我们不会走到这里。
这5场比赛里面，我相信我们学到了很多东西。我们还有一步 ，4 more wins， 再赢4场。
我们怎么想，哪需要跟你们解释这么多？每个人努力将自己调整到正确的位置，调整到正确的心态，持续做好准备，准备扛起这座城市。我们只有我们，记住，把我们该做的事做好。我们还没有到我们该去的地方。我们面对质疑，但我们不回答这一些问题。欢迎来到冠军赛，接下来挑战只会更难。只为荣耀，没有为什么。
马上呢，要给介绍呢第一组新竹街口工程师球员登录名单。跟着节奏一起拍手。首先呢，登场呢是球衣编号3号，拥有精准传球视野，笑脸哥林明义。球衣编号5号，新竹地方妈妈的最爱，工程师的进攻箭头，宋宇轩。 接着登场呢是球衣背号9号精灵系的阳光控卫小田田浩。球衣背号11号防守悍将的板凳暴徒小胜肖胜义。接着登场呢是球衣背号36号对胜负孤注一掷，第一位单打的教科书林怡辉。接着登场的是球衣背号52号澳门巨塔龙立生。球衣背号54号球队的老大哥，休息室的精神领袖郎祖涵吴代豪。接着呢，为各位介绍新竹街口工程师先发我的名单 ，Starting Five。工程师，首先呢，为大家介绍的是我们球衣背号12号，永不放弃的最佳代表队长李家瑞。球衣背号8号，但无虚发的选秀状元小烈朱云豪。Number 31已经喝满满的蓝血，要用3分魔法带领工程师攻城略地的巫师。球衣背号4号，远投近切，龙 OK 啦，高国豪。最后呢，为国介绍联盟的得分王、篮板王、最佳洋将、禁区的守护神，35号Lioneers辛巴。新竹街口工程师总教练林冠伦，助理教练沈星汉，防护员欧国宏、黄建元。影片分析师于继伦，体能教练黄胜富，总经理高景言，领队 Lisa 姐。接下来，现场所有的朋友伸出你的右手，指向场中央，准备喽！Ladies,
We are the champions, setting it off again. Oh, we on fire, we on fire. Running our own campaign, doing the whole shebang. Oh, we on fire, we on fire. Get up, stand up, throw your hands up. Welcome to the other land of dreamers, brothers, sisters, others. Yeah, we all fight like that. Oh, the bond is deeper than skin. The kind of club that we're in, the kind of love that we give. Oh, ever since the dawn of mankind, we all belong to a tribe. It's good to know this one's mine. Let's start a riot tonight, a pack of lions tonight. In this world, he who stops won't get anything he wants. Play like the top 1% till nothing's left to spare.
那在今天呢，赛前呢，我们要进行一个颁奖的仪式。工程师能够从去年的第4名到今年的晋级冠军赛，真的是相当的不容易。除了呢场上球员的拼劲以及家人的支持之外，其实在背后全体教练团的努力， 除了日常的训练恢复、临场调度、战术安排，总教练林冠伦也成功的整合洋将。
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. The Lioneers took game one of this best-of-7 series. Can they continue to hold strong at home? Or can the Braves shake off a rough second half and get even in this series? I'm Ryan Chen on a solo English broadcast as we take you into the sights and sounds around Hsinchu County Stadium, home of the Lioneers. They're only there for second season, but they've made it to the finals. They will take on the Taipei Fubon Braves, the last year's champs. And the breakdown starts with them starting so strong in the first half, really jumping in the passing lanes and playing their game plan. But the Lioneers went on a little bit of a run on their own to end the first half, then completed the 17-point comeback. On screen now is our Mandarin broadcast duo, Lyndon Wamboling on the left and Aaron Yang Zhenlei on the right. As right now on the floor is a quick presentation for the coaching staff of the year, led by Coach Greg Lin Guanlen, who is a little bit off to the left, but there's his staff that's been increasing in numbers, and they've really worked it well together, and they've had a long off season to really propel them to this stage of the season. A little anecdote that Coach Greg shared was that he watches the Lioneers games back 3 times over after every game for his preparation. Once for the offense, once for the defense, and one last time to make sure he's on his P's and Q's. They'll be taking a photo. They're flanked by his second in command, Hank. Well, they're up against last year's head coach of the year and coaching staff of the year in the Braves. And the 2 head coaches in the media day were really proud of having local coaches be able to take home these awards. Well, if you enjoyed the pregame Huang Yiru performance, which the Plus League will carry on our live streams, appreciate you for joining in so early. Well, if we were to get down to the specifics, the Braves end up building a 67-50 lead at halftime, but it was as big as 23 points at the largest, 61-38. A little 8-point Lioneers run with 78 seconds left kind of gave them the confidence they wanted as they head into the second half. The crowd might have been stunned.
每一场都会有不同的状况嘛。那其实说杰哥啊、中线啊，然后Joe啊，他们就算没有在得分上达到双位数，但我觉得他们对球队的贡献度还是非常高的。那文成我记得是上双了嘛，他单节得了11分嘛。那其实我们本来就是这样，因为每一场的状况不同，然后我们也不会说你一定要希望某一个人可以得分达到双位数，那这样子呢，对方的防守策略会比较好，针对性。那当然我们还是希望说，在这第二场 Game 2的比赛中，所有人都可以有团队的发挥，因为我们毕竟我们富邦勇士还是以团队战力然后来打这场比赛。那希望在 G2 的这个状况下呢，所有人都可以有很好的发挥，不一定所有人都要上双。但是每个人都有8、9分，那我想这也是非常可怕的。
The question was there any concern with the Braves having no locals besides number 14 Taiwan to score in double digits? Aaron saying scoring is not everything, and in fact, everyone contributes in their own ways and in different ways. The game situation might also dictate that too, and in fact, spreading the scoring out will make it a little harder on the opponents to have a game plan on the defensive end. And He hopes everybody gets on the board and they can spread that scoring around. But on the other side, for the Lioneers, how'd they get their comeback going? Well, they cut their turnovers for one, and then they also forced the Braves into some very simplified offense and very questionable shot selection.
其实我们在第一站的时候，上半场的出手选择没有很好，然后跟失误也稍微偏高。那所以我们在第一站下半场球员就立即做修正，就降低了勇士队的转换快攻的几率。所以我们这一场可能重点还是在自己进攻的选择，那跟我们退防的速度。 就在这个东西，如果我们能够减少失误，然后我们能够把我们进攻选择再做好一点，那就能够降低掉勇士队它的转换快攻的成功率。其实巫师在上一个系列赛本来就已经要出战，那只是就要刚好遇到了健康管理程序，那所以那我们在这个系列赛之前，其实我们就已经排定了第一站跟第二站的洋将人选，对啊，那我们希望在第二站的时候，透过巫师，然后可以降低勇士队在 半场防守，然后4号位帮忙的一些站位，然后更能够拉大我们的进攻区域，然后也提升我们的外线命中率这样子。
On the other side, for the Lioneers, Coach Greg admitting that, of course, they had turnover problems, 12 in the first half, but they also had not the ideal on optimal shot selection that they set out for themselves. But in the second half, they got smarter on offense, and that prevented the Braves' run out and fast break opportunities. Meanwhile, of course, the big intrigue heading into this game is Nick Faust there on screen is not registered on the active game day roster for the Lioneers. And making his playoff debut will be Michael Bruzowitz. Now, Mike Brew, as they call him, was in COVID protocols, but the Lioneers were preparing to use him at some point in the playoffs, as they've admitted that Bruzowitz might be a good option at power forward to disincentivize the defense from closing in and doubling Sim. Now, the Lioneers have remained a perfect 4-0 at home, including the last few possession thriller against the Braves in Game 1. Meanwhile, the Braves have now lost both of their opening games in the finals last season against the Dreamers before winning 3 straight. The Lioneers did not have the strongest home record that belonged to the Dreamers, but the Lioneers and their fans proving this is the toughest place to play. The Lioneers' 23-point comeback victory is the biggest in Plus League playoff history. And funny enough, the previous record was the Braves overtaking the Dreamers in Changhua. That was a 22-point turnaround, which ties the Pilots beating the Dreamers in Game 2 for, of course, some history lesson on your Plus League playoff. There's Sim Bular, though. He's been in the active game day roster, every one for the Lioneers, but joined by a lot more of his fellow teammates now. Yet 2 days ago was a 10 versus 10 active roster matchup. This game, it's a 12 versus 12 on the active roster. CPBL pitcher Hu Ziwei of the Uni President Lions, along with his wife, here in attendance on a probably common Monday off day. Hu Ziwei formerly had a Major League Baseball aspirations as he pitched in the States for several years. After a little bit of a pregame dance, we're settling in with about a minute and a half to go. For personnel coming back, the Lioneers are getting Ryan Lin Yihui back and also center Long Yisheng. Meanwhile, for the Braves, they're getting guards Louis Jianwei Lu and Jackie Zhang Genyu. Well, if you believe in the local goddess Mazu, she told a young fan that the Lioneers will win 2 in a row. The 3 officials for the game. In the middle, the crew chief Chen Homing next to, on the left, Xie Wenwei and Luo Guoxing on the right. Now presenting the starting lineup, starting with the Braves, the same set as the first games. Joseph Lin, Jet Chang, Michael Singletary, Zheng Xiangjun at the 4th spot, alongside with Ihor Zaisev. Meanwhile, for the Lioneers, it's all the same for them, with Bruzowitz in for Nick Faust, Oscar Gogolhal, Julian Hall, Li Jiarui, Evan, and of course Sim Bular there in the middle. Now Zheng Xiangjun for the Braves got the start in game 1, 14 minutes played, 6.5 in the first quarter. Started making his 5th start overall, and taking the spot of Ling Mengshi as a big that the Braves want to have in there to counter their opponents, no matter if they're the Lioneers with the big Sim in the middle, or in the last series against the Dreamers. This is also Evan Li Jiarui's a 2nd start, and he rewarded the coaching staff 2 days ago by scoring a Lioneers high of 25 points, joining teammate Zhu Yunhao, who did it twice as a local player to lead the Lioneers in scoring. If we're thinking about defensive performances, Oscar Gogolhal, he played the most minutes, 46 minutes out of the field, and the most for any Plus League player for a regulation 48-minute game. There's a bunch of guys who surpassed them for the double OT game, where the Braves prevailed in the closeout victory against the Dreamers. But Oscar caused 5 of the 6 turnovers by the Braves in that big 3rd quarter. Now the Lioneers only made 1 of 10 3-pointers in the 4th quarter. That one was a huge one at minute 46 by Oscar to give them the lead that they would hang on to. Hao Yu is the sponsor for the Lioneers in the playoffs, but a different construction company's executive threw up the ceremony opening tip. 球迷朋友们，你找到了英文转播，要看王柏林跟杨振雷的中文转播，按照中文的直播连接。This time the Braves in their gradient blues and the Lioneers in their Mandarin dark purple playoff set. They'll start things off with possession. Go to loose with the basketball, and it will be an early Lioneers turnover. A lot of questions on the Lioneers' faces, particular Sim and Zhu Yunhao. But 2 referees on that same side both agree. There's an easy steal attempt. Mike Bruzowitz will get his first score of the game. Careless pass between Joseph Lin and Ihor Zaisev. On a second attempt, Zaisev will bounce it, and Zheng Xiangjun will lose it. So 2 straight turnovers by the Braves to start the game. Mike Brew will take the 3 short, and Jet will save it from going out of bounds. The Lioneers are hustling. They're a little short-handed as Zheng Xiangjun gets the lay-in. But a shaky start for the Braves. Looking down the floor, it's a missed pass. Evan right on the rim. Sim Bular the target. Down the other way, Jet. Tough turnaround off glass, 4-2. Jet and Joseph Lin started yesterday's game. Jet had 8 points. Lioneers get Sim with an open opportunity. The Braves can only foul him. That'll be the first foul in the game, but we see the pressure defense Mike Bruzowitz put on. And if really somebody's performance really needs to be stepped up, it's, in my opinion, Joseph Lin. Played 30 minutes, but looked really outclassed out there, committing 4 turnovers and missing 6 of his last jumpers in the game. Well, the Braves need better guard play overall. especially with the likes of Oscar putting on a lot of pressure, but Tianhao, the second season, has proved to be pretty tenacious. A 1-for-2 trip for Big Sim. Pick and roll 3 left out by Joe. Well, Sim's running hard. They're looking for him. The double comes. He leaves it out. And that's his first miss of the finals, as he was perfect. And the referees will correct themselves and say it's off of Oscar Gogglehall. Have a little interaction with the referee there. Oscar only had 4 steals to his names, but his impact on defense is tremendous. We'll try the runner, clanks that one out. Oscar and Sim in the pick and roll. Mike Bruzewitz on the Spain. I think they're going to count the bucket, as there's a fancy finish. No, they're not. The foul first. But that's the specialty of Oscar, making tough shots. As we see the bump before he gathered. 2 fouls on Jet to start the game off. No movement on the Braves bench yet. In fact, they'll take it sideline out of bounds. Evan and Sim on a side. Did hit a couple threes, but Hall will start with a miss. And now a foul call on Oscar. Hall in game 1 didn't have the greatest of starts, but he was in the mix there. Played all of the third quarter. As in fact, the Lioneers only played 5 in the third quarter. Singletary from the baseline, a miss. The Braves off to a cold start from the field, as Oscar putting the moves on. Got the pass out. Now isolated on the much bigger Chen Hsinchu. His step back is short and a little bit too aggressive with the pyrotechnics. The basket, there's a foul call. Michael Singletary, the shooter, and Evan, the one who challenged him at the rim. As we see there, maybe on the body and on the arms. The very first Lioneers foul of the game. Now Michael Singletary, 33 points, led the whole field yesterday's game. Got 12 of them in that third quarter. Out of the Braves, only 17 points. Makes his first free throw. He ended up having 11 rebounds as well. The only blemish, though, he had 6 turnovers in the game. A lot of those coming in the second half. He's guarding Bruzewitz. Little small-to-small screening as Hall rotates it around. Mike Bruzewitz takes a tough 3. And 3 Braves come together for the rebound. Down low to Hsinchu. His little push shot too strong. Combined on the game, we are now 3 for 13 of combined shooting. They went to Sim early in game 1. Now he passes out. Lee Jare's 3s up and out. The shooting woes continue. They do have a day of rest. Mike to the basket. The clean block, they say, and here come the Lioneers. Sim and Hall finally join the fray, as Bruzewitz will get the runner on the other side. Nice feed there by the Lioneers on the outside. They did end up with 22 assists. 11 in the first half, 11 in the second half, as Zaitsev knocks down the deep shot. Interesting thing about the Lioneers, 6 players had multiple assists, actually led by Evan Lee Jare's 5, and not seen as a traditional distributor. Little horn set and Touring Hao to Sim. That's another missed pass. Looks like it bounced off the Braves. As you see the block shot there by Sim. Well, now actually they end up giving it to the Braves. As Jet throws it too hard out of the bounds. I don't know what he's so mad about. You're the one who made the pass. Already got 5 combined turnovers there. Both teams trying to speed up the pace to get something easy. Sim doubled early as Evan will try again from 45. Another miss. Fish after blocked from behind, and the Lioneers keep it from going out of bounds. They'll get another chance. They are down by 3. Evan hesitates, now shoots, gets it to the bottom of the net. Well, that's the home court advantage. All you need to do is be patient, get some stops, and eventually that momentum will go your way. But Michael Singletary has an answer for that one. Now 1 for 3 on the game with 5 points. Little double screening action, and now they go to Sim, but Jet jumps in front of it. He'll race ahead, dribble through a couple, and get fouled at the rim, taking a hard tumble. And some of his teammates go to help him out. The second foul on the Lioneers. Just like that, 6 minutes have already gone by as the Braves out to an early 11-8 lead against the Lioneers, down by 1 in the series.
所有的场边所有的观众朋友，不管呢您是坐在哪一区，如果要拍照的话，不要开闪光灯，好不好？不要在场内放闪，回家放就可以了，谢谢。好，很好，美女。谢谢富宇建设机构在这一次季后赛成为了我们狮子军的家人，谢谢。
Last stream we got to 230 likes. Thank you all for the support. 全位朋友们，记得在每个 Plusly 的直播按赞。Some nice posters in the building. And we see some of the Braves fans have either made the trip or might be Hsinchu locals themselves, sitting behind me on the west side of the stadium. It is a pretty balmy weather across the island. So that third quarter was 35-17, where the Lioneers erased the lead and actually took the lead back themselves. Meanwhile, the Braves kind of kicking themselves, and number 1 guy is Roger Shujinza, though he did have plenty of opportunities to draw up good plays. You might hear the crew chief mic'd up there, having a little chat with the landlord, Chen Wending. He'll come into the game along with Lai Tingan. Meanwhile, for the Lioneers, no substitutions yet. So, great story was number 5, Song Yuxin, getting some second half minutes and really making the most out of them. Well, Jet will step up to the line. .78% free throw shooter in these playoffs. He averages 13 points per game. gets the bounce on the second one. They extend on the lead. Lioneers playing up against Oscar. The Braves are sending a lot more help Sim's way to deny the passes at least. Jabber cuts through the middle, but leaves out the layup. To the hoop, Zaitsev slips with it. And this time Jet saves him from a turnover. To the other side, Lioneers will shoot the three, and that one goes down. This time they try Sim on the left side. Lioneers found a lot of success with Lijare roaming the middle there. Missed shot by Mike Bruzewicz. On the fast break, Jet pulls up from three, way short. And we might need to teach the local fans here how to repeat air ball. That'd be a lot of fun. Just a little cheering as the Braves starting this game 1 for 3 from deep. Or 2 for 3, excuse me. Meanwhile, the Lioneers themselves are 1 for 8. Over to Turinghall, he's got an opening. He shoots. No. Well, the cold shooting continues, but they're doing a better job getting back on defense until Michael Singletary hits the rim with a one-handed dunk. Oh, once again, the Braves jumping out to a first quarter lead, and Lioneers need to make the adjustment. They want to do so faster than waiting at halftime. Bruzewicz over to Evan. He's got an opportunity, and the Braves rebound. Lioneers, this time from the same quarter he made. Missing that time. A long rebound to number 17 of the Braves. Landlord's Owen being directing traffic. As Jet called for traveling going through the middle, and right now not looking all that confident. He knows he'll go to the bench. We see Zaitsev know how to find his teammates. Yeah, that's important, kids. You might need to get the defense's attention with a dribble like that to really make the defense commit. Subsequently, you'll free up a teammate. Number 9, Tianhao is in the game and gets it to Oscar, who misses the layup. Mike Brew, no on the attempt, throws it out where Oscar recovers, but there's 2 points left on the board there. Quick push shot, and Sim gets the putback. It's 10 points for the Lioneers as a little bit of a foul, fighting for positioning. But remember, Zaitsev did have a little bit of a rib or core discomfort in the last series against the Dreamers, and we see him tangled up there with Mike Bruzewicz. Mike Brew will go out for Evan, who got a really quick break. Lioneers. Singletary to Beast. He'll pull up from 3. Shot is in and out. Beast was a guy that settled a lot from 3 in game 1. They leave Tianhao open. He spins, and the landlord put 2 hands on him. Commits the foul. Lioneers showing off how familiar they are with the hoops. Here we see you hand on both sides, and that's why they called the foul. Out of the baseline, the Lioneers will swing it the other way. Tianhao will shoot the 3 and hit. That's his corner. Backdoor to Beast, but the Lioneers cover it up. And a moving screen, a legal screen by the landlord, wasn't established there. But Tianhao hit a big shot there for the Lioneers. Inaugural game in team history last year against the Pilots in that corner, and that was in the fourth. And so you might ask why the sides of the basket would change. Well, that's also to reflect the change in FIBA and COVID basketball rules, as they want their own shooters to warm up on their side of the court. So therefore, you're going to be shooting on the other team's side of the court for the second half. Junior on the baseline, doesn't free up. Still looking for Chen, he's pushed out. Running low on time, Evan elevates, fires, and bounces out. Kind of a great start yet, but we have a lot of game. Zaitsev will try from the middle this time, and that's butter. Well, Braves keeping control of this one. The Lioneers are showing urgency on the defensive end with how hard they're scrambling. Hall going middle, has that one blocked from behind. But a couple guys goes down as Oscar will try from three and hit. Back down to a 5-point lead. Zaitsev looking for a teammate. Lioneers will try from three. Yes. Well, there's the return to average. Regression to the mean there happening. 4 for 7 are the Braves. They do want to keep that advantage. Shooting from the outside. The Lioneers have got good shooters too, as quick foul before Chen caught the basketball. Looks like it'll be on Zaitsev. It will be on Zaitsev as we get in a look. Lioneers having a hard time covering two guys, understandably. Oscar hitting his first three of the game. Chen at the line once again, 1 for 2 previous trip. Getting the friendly bounce there. Interesting choice by Coach Greg in game one. Didn't start with Chen. Maybe to give him a few minutes of extra rest, and it definitely worked in their favor in the end. Perfect 2 for 2 trip. Now the Lioneers defense did force the Braves into 12 second half turnovers, even though their field goal shooting also took a big hit, down to 32%. They were only 3 of 20 from threes, and that shot selection, like I talked about, took as many 2s as 3s, and a lot of the times the Braves were really settling on the outside. The Beast will bring it down, penetrate middle, and a whistle from the slot official on the drive. Will be the 4th foul by the Lioneers. Number 36, Lioneers is in the game. As there will be 2 free throws coming up for Beast. Too strong with the first. Whereas high usage of a player as him, 14 free throws in 5 games through the playoffs, is not as much as you would expect from the younger version of Beast, who penetrated so much more. He's guarding the point. Now switches off to Oscar. Mike Ruzowitz back in, going to the hoop. Out to Oscar, the little driving kick game. Push shot way off the mark. Wesley's Wu Daihao in, guarding Chen Xiangjun. Trying to get involved in the pick and roll as Winston fires away and hits. Winston did have 11 points in game one. Old opponents, and nice find. Wesley patient with it, gets the reverse lay-in. Good to see him in action, as sustained a little bump to the head diving for a loose ball against the cushy first row seats. Didn't play at all in the second half. Singletary, deep, no good. And Oscar might have lost out on a fast break opportunity, but the referees confirm it. In fact, it's the end of the first quarter. 28-20, the Braves lead it after one.
女孩儿相见欢，好不好？那我们来到场中央。大家呢都一起呢为台湾的篮球加油！谢谢呢我们 Amy 领队，也用热情的掌声给我们 Lisa 姐。 谢谢，好，谢谢呢，我们 Amy 领队以及 Lisa 姐。所以呢，我们要送给2位最爱台湾篮球的女人一首歌《爱你》。
你的心里，我是否就是唯一？爱就是由我超凡着你。
Couple of young fans showing off the Lioneers and Lion shirts. Those two teams have a lot of good vibes going between the two of them. We expect another sold-out crowd here in Hsinchu County Stadium. I don't know what the number is specifically, but Lioneers have a good argument for being the highest LED signage per fan capita. Somebody look that up for me. They find themselves down by 8 after the first quarter. The scoring's been spread around for both teams so far. But right now, the Lioneers kept to 7 of 27 shooting. Braves have also done a much better job on the rebounds, grabbing 15 of the 17 available boards on that end of the floor. Hui, good effort there, but takes a hard fall. Might need to work something off on his right leg. Looks like he's okay to go, as after they clean up the floor a little bit. Well, that's the kind of abandon that the Lioneers have been playing with in these playoffs. They really trust each other and are willing to really go for it because they know somebody will be behind them. Itia, the runner splashes that one easy. So number 0 on the game has 8 points. Hui in the corner catches and drives into trouble. Hsinchu looks like he got a hand on that one. Looking down the floor, Chen shoots a 3 and rattles it in. That's definitely the risk you run. We don't get Sim Bular a good possession. Now a triple team, but a foul first. If it's on Zaitsev, it's his second personal. And that's what the MC has confirmed for us. As we see Lightingun, no need for glass. Straight through the nylons, but on the other side, Chen able to score from 3 again. That makes him 2 for 2 from the outside. So Shin in fresh, getting the layup and the foul. Well, there's the confidence going. foul on number 21, Hsinchu. We'll get another look at the speed there. Took a little hit to the shoulder, and that's what the weak side referee saw. End up getting a putback 2, a steal, and a fast break 2. And in the postgame, the Lioneers have a celebration of a 7-piece puzzle with the Plus League trophy. He got the honors of putting in that 1, 2, 3, 4th piece. But he misses the and 1 free throw there. Trying to stick with Beast, who fires from 3, no good. And he runs down the rebound, so contributing in his own ways and in the little ways. Bruzewicz lost the handles, and Tianhao fouls in transition. The Braves really want a transition clear path foul. Doesn't look like the referees were granted to them. His second personal. Well, Mike Bruzewicz jumped out to that early steal and score, but after that, it's a little bit of a struggle. 2 for 7 and a couple loose balls knocked around. Over to Hsinchu, who's trying to find a teammate. Beast will try another difficult 3. He hits that one. On the other side, another score for Song Yushin. Snuck behind the defense there. Well, he had 4 points in Friday's game. He's already got 4 points now, but Michael Singletary hit the shot. Let's see if it counts. And they'll say it'll be before the shot. It'll be the second team foul for the Lioneers. Find themselves down by 12. And not too much panic yet, as they know that they have what it takes to come back. Then Hsinchu over Singletary. His 3, all nylon there. So they continue to expand on the lead, now up by 15. Bruzewicz out to Song Yushin. His 2, yes! And a timeout by the Braves. They want to gather the troops, want to prevent the Lioneers from going on a run. And right now, Song Yushin's kind of their energy guy. We're breaking the action, and the Lioneers now with 26 on the game. They're trying to take it 2-0 against the Braves in the finals. Did you know YouTube is also considered a social media platform? Hit subscribe so we can surpass 200,000 before the end of the season. Well, Huzue kind of jumped out for some fan interaction there. Talking to some of the friends and family of the Lioneers. Before the break, Song Yushin's 6 points on the quarter, really providing that microwave ability we know he has. Doesn't quite have the 3-point range, but as long as you're scoring, as long as you're providing that hustle, sometimes that's all the Lioneers need. He's in there with a Tianhao. So 2 rather small guards for the Lioneers. Pretty common for them. For those of you just joining us, Mike Bruzewicz making his Plus League playoff debut in place of Nick Faust. Beast working with Xiangjun on the pick and roll. We'll throw it out, and there's a block shot. Still time left. Singletary leave it short. Braves get matched up as Lioneers jumps the pass. Little 3-on-2, but he'll choose to shoot the 3. No good. And there's Beast with another one-handed rebound. To Xiangjun, who lost it on the way to the hoop. And Simbua, the one-man fast break. And this opportunity on one end is a chance for the other team as Singletary forces Zhuhao into a foul in transition. A lot of Lioneers asking about the rebound, though. There we see Sim with the easy 2. This time, though, a little bit of hustle. We started at the logo, after all. Trying to catch his breath. He's got 7 points to go with 5 rebounds. Michael Singletary, now a perfect 3 for 3 at the line. 4 for 4 at the line. Oscar will check in for Tianhao. Right now, some minutes without Igor Zaitsev in there. The 2 fouls. Cruises from top. Oscar trying to screen, but it's Song Yushin who gets the foul on the drive. And if it's on number 21, Zhen Xiangjun, that'll be his 2nd personal. 8:40 left. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Right now, the Braves kind of zoned up now. As Oscar had that one swatted back by Singletary. Down the floor, he tries 3 off with it. The Braves still have a numbers advantage as Lioneers missing at the rim. And just like in game 1, they've had problems with a fast break as Song Yushin took a hard fall after the layup. Hopefully he'll be all right, but he finally gets up, holding that left elbow. We have a whistle now. Hopefully he'll be all right, but he took a hard fall on that made layup. There we see Oscar with the layup blocked by Singletary, but Song Yushin able to finish on another chip, and that's the danger of putting your hand out. You might land on it. Right now, writhing in pain on the floor. He's getting helped off to the bench by general manager Gao Jin and Kenny Gao. While both teams take a moment to compose themselves. He's already got 8 points on a perfect 4 for 4 shooting. All right, now at least he's caught his breath, but the trainer's giving him all the tension right now. The Braves are countering with Igor Zaitsev getting subbed in. As the referees try to gather back the game. And there we see Song Yunshen taking the hard fall, and I think the Lioneers are saying Zhou Wending got in the way. And play resumes as first possession back. Sim will get fouled going to the basket. That'll be the third foul for either Zaisef or the landlord. Song Yunshen looks like he'll head back to the locker rooms. But actually fights back and wants to stay around. And both centers getting a word in as Zheng Xiangjun will check back in. Zimbula already with 7 points. Good shooting splits across. He banks out that first free throw.
What?
During these playoffs, he's averaging a 22 points, 17 rebounds. But an empty trip there. I want to keep an eye out for his fatigue levels. Ball move by at the Braves as Michael Singletary will pull and hit the three. A little extra something for the courtside fans after that one. He's now leading the game with 15 points. Then the Oscar, screened by Evan. His three is perfect. The Lioneers respond right back. It's down to a 11-point lead. So Zaisef will try from the corner, overshoots it, and they'll say it's off the Lioneers. Looking at the Oscar three-pointer on the previous trip. And now makes him 2 for 3 with 6 points. Down close to Hsinchu. Might have had that one blocked. As the Lioneers will push it up ahead, but Hall might have took one to the face. He's still down on the floor. Hit one of 3 free throws to give the Lioneers the lead. Still on the floor, Hall. You get another look, and on the replay, it looks like Sims' left hand got his face. Well, that'll be an awkward argument for the Lioneers. The only good news out of this possession right now is they do have the basketball in possession. Hall finally up. So another break in the action as we have a really choppy game going on right now. Right now, composure is the name of the game. Hall looks like he'll stay in. He's already left open. He tries from 3, rims out. Braves are not respecting that outside shot of his. He slipped with it. Still able to get it off. As Jet right now, a lot of tension on the pick and roll. Slow offense by the Braves. Finally, shot. It goes down. They didn't have any interest in getting it underneath at all. As A little bit odd timing with the towel wipe, but now that they've got the time. And there we see the perimeter attack by the Braves. Overall on the season, they're in the top half of a three-point shooting percentage. In fact, they were the highest percentage three-point shooting team, 32.05%. Next highest was the Kings at 31.97%. Sims got it a low post touch. Couple of Braves come over, and now Oscar will create off the dribble. He's got it. So Oscar getting to work early in this one, not waiting for the third quarter. His specialty. Already got 8 points in this one at Hsinchu. Hit from the bank shot. That's the thing about both teams right now. They are both showing their resiliency, and that's what you expect out of the finals matchup. They get it to Sim on the other side. Runs into a wall and had that shot blocked. He doesn't get in the action as the Braves right now with a 5-on-4 that get a bounce to Hsinchu. And now the Lioneers call timeout. Well, they've done a good job all these playoffs for Sim passing out of those double teams, but some of these challenges are not working their way, and it's a benefit to the Braves attacking on the other end. But right now, maybe a little fortunate, you could say. The Braves are very sloppy in transition when they have numbers, and Coach Marchand talked about the Kings want a numbers advantage every time they go down the floor, and the Braves are getting it in the second half of this game, just like the second half of the other game.
They play confident. They play like this. They get rhythm like this. No, fight back.
北区直排40号，来恭喜可以获得球鞋一双。
After the look into the Lioneers bench, Song Yuxin standing nearby with a t-shirt on, but nothing else, as we see some of his acrobatics and his exploits in transition. That's why it's important to be a little bit of a scoring threat from any position on the floor as a basketball player. And he sure got a lot of courage, like a lot of Lioneers, and maybe that last one, not good for your health, but he looks ready to go, though he is working on that left elbow a lot. Definitely one of those guys you would expect to be a left-handed shooter, as the Lioneers have the most. Maybe that gentleman, Oscar, or Evan Lee Jia-Rui. Well, Song Yuxin's English name is Leon, and 32-year-old out of Matsu, waiting for his chance to get back in. Mike Bruzowitz on the block now. Throwing it up to Sim, and Hsinchu skies high for the poke away. Down the other side of the floor, Chen able to get the foul. So he took one to the mouth on Zhuhao. Taking a little inventory now. Lioneers now with 4 team fouls. Zhuhao might be swiping down on the basketball, but not quite there yet. Zhuhao has already got 3 personal fouls in the game. Right at the line, hits. He's got 5 points to go with 2 rebounds and an assist. And there's Song Yuxin checking back in for Zhuhao. He's putting a little pressure on Tianhao, then given to retreat. Let's see if the Lioneers run a little bit more pick and roll with him on the outside. They rotated around and Hsinchu left open, swirls out the 2. Braves right now with still the big lead. Deep 3 by Beast. Oh my! That makes the Braves 11 for 19 and beyond the arc. Let's see if Mike Bruzovich has an answer. 0 for so far. Now long rebound to the Braves. And an unsportsmanlike foul. Kind of unfortunate there for Bruzovich trying to jump in on that. We'll see if the referees go to the monitor to double check out that. Another look, dive at the basketball, and that left leg swiping through is what they called. And they won't look at the monitor after all. The referee was right on top of it as much as it was in transition. Beast will step up to the line again. 1 for 2 on the last trip. As right now, the Braves have the 11-7 free throw advantage in attempts. Not quite the Soban the new hold, the animalistic yell from Beast, but on a miss. Usually does that when he succeeds. Simbular will go off, so the Lioneers going with Wesley and Xiao Sun-yi as their interior players. And immediately Zaitsev backing down Wesley, but he passes out of it. Lioneers doing a good job until Michael Singletary probably short with it. Oscar comes down with the rebound, now pushes up to Tianhao. Back to Oscar, his 3, almost. Would have been a big boost, but right now they gotta do it on the defensive end. Singletary with a lane. Nice find, nice score. They extend on their lead. Right now, 24 points. Xiao Sun-yi took a hit to the face in the King series, battling it out again. Ball on the floor, running low on time. Oscar, unlucky there, collect it on a travel. Now, might have took a funky hit there to a funny bone or something. 8 turnovers to 5. And right now, Oscar dealing with something. Left with a little time there as we see Hsinchu run into a double, or maybe he would say the double ran into him. Now a timeout by the Lioneers as Oscar still on the floor. And he took that little bit of a bump there. There's no call on the floor. Looks like he's got the ice pack, but we'll head back to the bench.
不能这样看，这样不能这样看。真的，他不是故意伸出去去顶他，真的没有。
And now Simbular, part of the committee, talking to the crew chief over there. Braves are also continue to do a better job on the rebounds. 28 to the Lioneers 18. They've also taken care of the basketball, but you know the Lioneers will turn up that defensive pressure, especially now with Wesley in at center. So a little all-local lineup. Meanwhile, for the Braves, Josh Jokowi, number 8, will check in for the first time on the game as right now the Braves counter with a small lineup. Jet hesitates, passes it out as Winston feeling it with another 3. Keep it paying attention to the Lioneers courtside, the Braves. Having fun with the interaction over there. Got the switch on. But it's Michael Singletary guarding Wesley, not much of advantage, so he'll dribble. Wild shot, blocked. Poked out, 2 seconds left. Lee Chowry forcing it up, air ball. Sunshine Dream comes down with it, and here come the Braves. They'll switch sides on it. Deep pass, Sunshine Dream can't get the finish. Xiao Sui maybe had something to do with it on the defense. A good stop by the Lioneers. Let's see if they can make up that close possession. Leon to the hoop. This time with his first miss as Josh, watch out there, jumps to the courtside fans. So interesting, we have both teams all locals and maybe a little bit of sloppy play, but give them a little bit more time, maybe they'll figure it out. They're gonna inbound again. The Braves already with 62 points. This time, Xiao Sui got his own miss. The turnaround jumper, no. A numbers advantage for the Braves. Ijare poked it out of bounds, and it's gonna be Lioneers basketball, so super sloppy Braves transition game. Lioneers are going to bring on Li Hui in the next stoppage. There you see him hanging out at the edge of the LED board. A little bit of zone defense, it looks like. Michael Singletary standing close by, and now Wesley called for the offensive foul, trying to body sophomore Chen Xiangqun. There we see the left arm. Hold him off and then extend. Wu Daihao, 37, trying to get the better of Chen Xiangqun, only 23 years old. Well, timeout on the floor by the Braves as they've not seen good results with these all-local lineup. But Oscar Gawalhao, the team might be down, but he's trying to keep him in it with a little bit of outside shooting and his special, unique flair. A couple deep shots and that little runner there with his strong left hand. 8 points on a 3 of 7 shooting. He's got that rebound that led to a good transition play for the Lioneers, but they're not rebounding as quite as high as a rate as the Braves on the defensive end. They also see their shooting percentage at just 33%, 14 for 42. Let's see what they do with 105 seconds left on the first half clock. On the other side for the Braves, 14 shots taken by their import players. Lioneers do have your opponent's imports take the most shots at 33.2 per game, which is 38%. Meanwhile, the Lioneers imports score the highest percentage of points at 42.6% or 40 points per game in these playoffs. Sims back in there along with Mike Bruzowitz and Li Hui, so a line change there as the Braves have Zaitsev trying to find an opening. It's off timing shot, Jet poking it out. Singletary on the curl, getting the miss is the Lioneers. foul in transition. Referee jumping in the middle of that one, though. Clearly, Zaitsev holding on to his stomach, his core. There'll be free throws coming up for Sin Bular. Well, if you're playing the percentages, not a horrible trade. Saving yourself from a late defensive possession where you don't want the Lioneers to really grind you down. 3 for 6 so far at the line. Getting the bounce. Sim was 4 for 6 in yesterday's game, and overall in these playoffs, able to hit on 61% of the free throws heading into tonight's game. There's a 7 p.m. start. Got a whistle there. Braves came in too early. Number 35 will get another chance. He shoots and no good with it. And now Igor Zaitsev will be called for the foul, his third. Well, that's not a good trade for the Braves. And the referees right now talking about double checking at the monitor for a replay. And with Igor Zaitsev last season, we have a lot of situations where he's so tall that his T-post will have guys run into his elbows. Of course, Sin Bular is a whole new vertical element. Well, the referees look it over, talk it over. You might have heard that before the referee signals. It's going to be a common foul, but more free throws coming up for the Lioneers. There we see there the elbow going down. Well, Liyue will get a chance to step up to the line to score himself. I mentioned the Lioneers won a little 8-0 run before Joseph Lin scored the touchdown 2 points with Winston passing. Taking care of business at the end of halves. It's a really big boost right now. Sim's free throw and Ryan's free throw. After the Braves themselves were on a lot of O run. Trying to do this math. All the free throw goes up. 2 for 2 trip. There's a 15-0 run by the Braves. Till Sim's free throw, now Ryan's free throw. Winston dribbles to Josh. They keep handing it off. The Lioneers doing a good job. Jet passed it into Tim Hall's hands. Little 2-for-1 opportunity for the Lioneers. Over to Sim. Help comes. He got the foul and the basket. So make it a 5-0 run for the Lioneers as an answer. Liu Xiangjun just not enough of a challenge right now. Chance to close it to within 21 points. Sim does so. Jet will get things started. Lioneers playing their man-on-man defense really expansively. Michael Singletary in the mid-range, over to Winston. Dribble, odd timing pull-up off the bank. One last shot for the Lioneers. Back to Sim, you got to worry about his three. Orion walled up behind the back. Evan, can he get it off in time? Doesn't go anyways. Well, not a great finish for the Braves, but the Lioneers do find a little bit of momentum there toward the end on a 6-0 run. They do find themselves down by 21 this time at half. Well, it's a chance for us to catch a break. Thanks for watching Plus League Finals Basketball. We'll be back with a halftime analysis after this.
大家再次借给我们声音 ，Hello， 请大家总冠军好不好？嘿，你听见了吗？蝉鸣的声响，那年的我们对流星许下一样的愿望。人手红了风，却拂过寒冬。我们小脑走过漫天樱花，又在眼前飘落。那些像泪消失的梦，和你爱中过，遗憾过，过了多久也不曾忘过，一起在风中唱的歌。想再回到那片星空，把你轻轻拥入怀中。我们曾一无所有的深爱着，却傻傻的走丢。想再回到那片星空，把你轻轻拥入怀中。那时候灿烂笑着的我们，会不会又相遇在同一片星空？朋友们好了，当思念的深秋，寂寞冷寒冬，轻轻闭上双眼，一半樱花又在眼前飘落。能不能让我跳跃时空，完成和你约定的承诺，朝夕依然想念着。一起静静听风的歌，好想再回到那片星空，把你轻轻拥入怀中。我们曾一无所有的深爱着，却傻傻的走丢。好想再回到那片星空，轻轻拥入怀中。那时候灿烂笑着。不会又相遇在同一片星空，同一片星空，同一片星空。Hsinchu，谢谢，请大家走到这里，谢谢。
谢谢，再一次呢，谢谢呢，我们持续创作一个相当棒的一个创作型歌手，欢迎如来到我们活动现场。
Hailu's performance with a little encore at halftime as we turn our attention back to the analysis on the game. Wang Boling, Yang Zhenlei on the Mandarin commentary. I'm Ryan Chen on the English track here with this Plus League broadcast. The Braves built up to as big as a 27-point lead in the first half as the two teams head to the locker room. It's a 21-point lead. Mike Bruzewicz in there for Nick Faust. Pretty obvious that at least after the first play where he stole the pass and scored coast to coast, definitely a little bit out of sync. And maybe unlike Nick Faust, the flexibility he provides from the inside and outside might take a little longer to get in that flow, as definitely kind of wondering where those offensive opportunities will be, where you can be aggressive, and where you need to get your help with your teammates. You do have 2 assists on the game as well. Meanwhile, no Lioneers scoring in double digits. And the Braves have made it a little bit harder on Sim Bular. He does have 9 points, but getting 5 of them at the line. Meanwhile, for the other end of the floor, PLEAGUE jumped out early with his 8 points, and then kind of the rest of the way, it's been sharp shooting for the Braves. They have 3 players make three-pointers on the game. And they had an early advantage at the free throw line, but the Lioneers trying to claw back. Well, another break for the second segment of our analysis.
10000块钱的球迷庆功，这个加码金的给我尖叫声！哎，大声点！我已经听到有人烧香了，听起来没有很想要1万。好，快，你们赶快，嗨，瑞迪，你帮我们一起找他们好不好？我们丢完这一区南区的大家，我们就要来截图，要请志燕哥帮我们截图了。然后想问一下，哪边的狮子军？好，我们在加码，对不对？我们跟制作人说。1+1是多少？你们可以告诉我吗？10000加10000是多少 ？Oh my god！ 我听不到哎，大家1+1好像不太对。来，1+1，10000加10000是几万？哎，对不起，我那个球速很烂，我没有吹楼梯。好，我们刚才呢给了大家我们的这个17娃娃，这边的朋友不知道想不想要？有人挥手哎，那你们赶快帮我们刷起来，赶快 QR code 帮我们扫起来，我们到这一边好不好？来，快哦！我们好会跑，指向uncle跟我们的瑞迪好累，跟着我们一起跑。来，你跟我一人丢一个，一人丢一个，好不好？我们只要听到尖叫声就丢过去，谁想要我们10000的球迷奖金？哦，对不起，这边想要的前面是吗？来，给我一个，你们赶快刷起来哦，因为待会我们球员就要进入到我们现场了。前面一点的是吗？尖叫声最大声！我想问一下，在每个主场，我们亚洲最大的品牌最关心我们运动赛事，每个工程师的主场我们都有来，因为我们看到每一场的圣战。请问一下，我们是？你只要说179，我们是？哎，很小声，怎么丢？我教你们179，来这边，我们是179。我一直教你了没有？好啦，我们会扫起来哦。我们再1颗好了，因为我们平常的很多的节目，你们麻烦扫一下，然后到我们狮子军点名。我们今天相信应该会是最后一场来这里，因为我们很快的就会把胜利拿下来，对吗？我想问一下这边的朋友，谁想要我们的球迷加码金的尖叫声？谢谢。好，我们现在准备要截图了，你们还需要扫一下的吗？你只要点进去我们狮子军点名，然后呢，我们从以前到现在，我想问一下，之前有在这个主场看过我们狮子军点名送过这个加码金给大家，你可以举手一下吗？Put your hands up。哎，那边有个举很快，我给你一个。然后我们今天在节目上面呢，我们还会送这个，来鱼露跟大家介绍好不好？会送什么？对，我们今天还会在节目上加码送这个17联名的。
Welcome back inside of Hsinchu County Stadium, home of the Hsinchu Jeko Lioneers. In their second PLEAGUE Finals game, the matchup against the Braves. Some of the faces in the crowd, but they're looking for more of a spark by the Lioneers, who've only been able to string together 6 points as their strongest run in the first half. They're going to need to do better, as they had as much as 10-point runs in game 1 of this series to get back and take the victory. There's the combined team statistics where the Braves are doing a much better job knocking down their shots. In fact, 12 for 22 from 3-point range. 8 more threes than the Lioneers, if I do my math really quickly. That's 24 extra points. They do take care of the rebounds a little better. Have been assisted more. As we also bring you the lineup of top scorers for the Braves. Michael Singletary's 15, Beast is 11. Ty Winson off the bench hit his first consecutive 4 shots for 9 points. Lai Tingun also coming off the bench for 8. And Igor Zaitsev maybe tasked with battling it down low a little bit more. He's got 7 points and trying to do his best along with the team's best against Sim Bular. Well, in the first game, the Braves had 32 points in the paint in the first half. Most of that came on fast break opportunities, so those count as paint scores as well. But in this game, only 10, so doing most of their damage from the outside. Meanwhile, for the Lioneers, Sim Bular leads them in scoring at 11. Song Yuxuan was a perfect 4 for 8 points until finally missing from the floor. But he and Oscar have 8 apiece. Mike Bruzowitz with 4 points. And then Tian Hao knocked down a 3-pointer. Well, like we mentioned, Mike Bruzowitz making his playoff debut. Last played in the regular season on May 21st. That was a victory playing alongside Nick Faust against the Braves in Hoping Gymnasium, where they really outclassed them and ended up clinching the #1 overall seed in the league and have home court advantage throughout the playoffs. Well, so far in the first half, the Lioneers are meeting a little bit more of a challenge by the Braves man defense as they have more fresher bodies, so are closing in that gap defensively a little bit more than they did in game 1. Meanwhile, offensively, they've tried to get the basketball down to Sim a lot earlier. But right now, either his attack or his passing out of the attack, if they continue to go that way, will be a focus in the second half. A last break before the second half gets started.
好，祝福你工程师第一，大学没21，恭喜你，好不好？加油！记得献出你们的喉咙哦。
So I might be from Taiwan, but somebody needs to explain to me 大学不21，工程师第一. Well, I got that second part. That part I got no problem. As we get ready for the second half, I'd like to remind everyone that school's getting out, so be sure to stay cool all summer with our Plus League hats. Get yours, PLeagueofficial.com/shop. Or if you are fortunate enough to come into the stadium, you can head to the Stand Cave merchandise kiosk to try out Plus League merch for yourself. Back out on the floor, the Braves will be starting Lai Ting-eun, and in fact, we haven't seen Joseph Lin after his starting stint. Meanwhile, for the Lioneers, Tian Hao will start things instead of Evan Lee Jia-Rui. Ball comes early for Sim, and Tuing Hao left open for his three. No good. Oscar flying over our way, but he will step out of bounds first. Good hustle. Well, if the Braves are continuing to send doubles from their power forward, and if he's guarded by Tuing Hao, then that's going to be a clear advantage for the Lioneers. The first overall pick, a sharpshooter in the league. Mike Bruzowitz getting the passing lane again. Trying to get to the rim, missing, and Tian Hao will find him for the foul. And once again, first defensive possession, there's Mike Bruzowitz. We've got that going, and it's nice to have a teammate to leave you with a possible assist. Bruzowitz on the game has 2 steals. The guy who's leading the game, in fact, is the guy who fouled him, Hsinchu, who's got 3. So I'm going to start for the Braves as they have their first turnover in the second half. Coach Greg gesturing. He wants the Lioneers to press up on defense. A little late substitution, and they're going to bring in Zheng Wending. Lai Tian a little bit more cautious this time, getting the screen. Nice pressed up by Bruzowitz. Landlord going back door, and Lai Tian did a good job just to save it, but Zaisef ends up airballing it. And right now, Coach Rogers very unhappy with the way the Braves are playing on offense, and didn't come in last time, but Winston will head to the scorer's table. A little bit of a 2-3 look. The Landlord jumps the pass. But a turnover. And you can't get in front of this one. There's Sim. He gets the 2. Zaisef with the goaltending. And unfortunately for the Braves, the goaltending means they can get the substitution in, as we see the Braves trying to contend that Zaisef legally can contest that shot on the rim. Referees disagree. Kai Winston in there trying to control things. The Braves have started this third quarter with 3 turnovers. Singletary from the middle drills the 2. Lioneers swinging around. Chen passes out. Chen Hall will try the 3. Yes! And a good start for the Lioneers continue right now, 7-2. Winston backing down the much smaller Chen Hall. So Michael Singletary trying from the mid-range, another one. Just like they can get steals, they also need to string together some missed shots too. Chen working left, now right, throws it up for Sim. They call a foul first, and the referees are waving off the shot. And it will be on Winston. That makes it 2 team fouls. Immediately, they look Sim's way. He passes out of it. On the closeout, Ty Winston commits another foul. Junior Hall driving baseline. So just like that, 3 fouls to none. Inbound, Sim. Couldn't get the shot up at first, but able to finish. So continues the Lioneers run in the third quarter. If you're the Braves, you can't afford to settle like in the last game. Out of bounds, they say off Lioneers. It looks like Coach Rogers saving those timeouts, but using substitutions instead. They're going to get Beast in there. You see no foul on defense, but Sim able to finish through it. He's going to the hoop, and they call a foul. Let's see who it's on. I think it will be on Michael. Nope, Igor Zaitsev. That'll be his 4th. There's something on the hands there. The Braves not going to make a change, or will they? 2 shots for Sim, missing the first. Zaitsev also has 7 points. One for 2 trip as Hsinchu will check in. So far on the quarter, the struggles continue for the Braves. 4 turnovers, 2 of 3 shooting. Meanwhile, the Lioneers are 3 of 5 with 3 free throws made. They get it over the timeline and Ty Winston. This 3 goes down. Just a little easy passing on the perimeter for the Braves. That's their first 3 attempted, in fact, of the quarter. Sim has the left hand. The foul called. And is it on Hsinchu? Going to be his 5th personal. And now the Lioneers will be in the bonus for the rest of 8:28. Another chance at the line. Sometimes in the game, Sim does feel like his free throw stroke will get better and better. Now he's got his point total up to 17 and 18. Still down by 16 points, but a lot of time left. Landlord bringing it up against Sim. As Tianhao is called for the holding foul. That's only his, well, maybe not only, it's his third foul. Zhuhao putting the pressure on Tai Wenchun. Get the switch and on the handoff, Jet drops it with numbers. Zhuhao to Tianhao, alley to Sim, and this is on the tip. Here come the Braves in transition. Oscar got in front of that one and will cause a turnover by the Braves. And just like in the last game, playing their worst basketball. As we see Tianhao, the best ooper in the league. Maybe a little bit too much on that one. Oscar on the Iverson cut, now going middle. His layup missed, and the Braves collect it. Right now, a little 5-on-4, as it looks like Tianhao commits the foul in transition. Well, just like that, he has 4 personal fouls.
Oh, always holding.
Out of the sideline. Going, fakes the shot. Now still looking for that teammate to show up. He fires from 3. No. He's too tall for him and foul from behind. Right now, the Lioneers can't figure out how to play defense without fouling. And while the first half was slowed down by injuries, slowed down by a few of those video reviews, this one right now slowed down by fouls. As we see Oscar reach a lot closer to the body than where the basketball was. A similar foul was called. I recall in the playoff series between the Braves and the Dreamers, Chen reached a lot closer to the body than where the ball would have been, and he was called for that unsportsmanlike. So far in the third quarter, we have a combined 8 fouls. You might hear the referees talk it over. And indeed, it will be an unsportsmanlike on Oscar. After getting beat on the rebound. Be a chance for the Braves to create some distance again. The Lioneers bench not settling down yet. He's missing the free throw, though. He's already missed a couple. Only 2 for 5 in this game, in fact. Makes the adjustment. Lioneers bringing in Song Yushin. Broken play last time, now Jet takes a tough mid-range in Sim's face, able to finish. Zhuhao looking Sim's way. Now Mike Brew through the middle, able to get the lay-in. But for the Lioneers, their 4th made basket. Now Beast. Foul from the side. Mike Bruzewicz puts his hand up. Be the 4th team foul on the Lioneers. We see the previous play blowing by Winston and had enough in the legs to finish. Well, under 7 minutes, it's our first break in the second half. As neither team wants to back down. The Plus League Finals will be back after this. (72 to 55), the Braves down in the series, up in this game. Now fought back a little against this early Lioneers run in the 3rd quarter. Previously, before the break, Oscar Coglehall committed the unsportsmanlike foul. And Jet hit the jump shot. We have a little bit of a change in personnel. Same 5 for the Braves, but the Lioneers are going to bring in forward Lioneers, maybe to try to be a counter on the other side to Sim. Out of the baseline, it's still Wenting. Jet, he tries the deep shot and feeling it. They call it 2 points. That brings his total to 10. Wenting, the only one on the floor now not to score double digits. He has 0 so far. Not a game left. Yue drives, and looks like Michael Singletary will be called for the foul. And look at Jet with the hop step to the shot. So difficult. Able to hit on the free throw. He had some opportunities. Actually was 2 for 2 in the first half in that last stretch. Well, leaves that one short. Right now, the Braves rotation, they shortened it up quite a bit. No Zaitsev, no Zheng Xiangjun with foul trouble. They're going to trust Wenting. Gets in a little bit of trouble. So Sandro Shin with another floating jump shot missed. Ooh, with 3. He's got it. And that's how quick momentum can shift. A missed shot on one end and a hard hit one on the other. Wenting finding some space, but he'll retreat it out. Singletary's runner is soft. Right now, the Braves doing a little better job of trading baskets. Singletary had 12 points in game 1, 6 so far in this one. Perfect 3-for-3 shooting as Taiwan called for the foul on the reach. Oh, he's piling up a lot of fouls quickly. Never see the nice footwork by Brew, they call him. In fact, it's his first made 3 of the game. He's 1 for 5, just like teammate Evan Lee. Jiarei's 1 for 5. Ling Hui with a couple of misses now. And airball's the second one. That is the opposite direction of the adjustment he needed to make. With 5 minutes left, Josh Joker is checked in for Winston. He's dribbling in out of some trouble. The double screen comes, but he's using to fire away and hits. Well, if the Braves are going to shoot like that, second made 3 by the team in blue as nice find by Oscar, and Sim finally finishes on the second attempt. Not much resistance from Dowenting that time. Michael Singletary trying his luck, and no luck if you can always make it. His point total now up to 24. Beast jumps the pass to Sim, who says he wants it a little faster. Substitution for the Lioneers as Evan will check back in, but Beast rejecting the double screen and choosing to shoot instead. Then Singletary with the reverse pivot there. Out of the baseline, Jokoyu jumps the open space and a little bit of a one-on-one. Jet can't finish. And a whistle called, maybe on the rebound. And once again, the Lioneers doing a better job getting back and forcing much better execution out of the Braves, and they're not delivering. Landlord getting some speed on Ryan. Yeah, will try from 3, no good. And Singletary will foul on the rebound. Another look again. Got a hand on the basketball, but knocked down Ryan, and that's the call. Singletary now with 2 personal. And this third quarter has seen 11 fouls out of 33 on the game, so still maintaining the average, but there still is 4 minutes to play. Another miss by Li Hui, and sometimes the Lioneers talk about the pressure it is to play at home, but he's missed again. Well, if I'm the Braves and I have some fouls to give with some players, that might be a spot I look to. Beast dribbling in and out of trouble again. Singletary with a step back, short, and there's Beast, twice the elevation. I got away with it going out of bounds, but the Lioneers take it. Down the floor, 5 on 4. Li Hui's shot missed from mid-range, and a chance for the Braves to run out. Already with 2 jumps, he passes it to Josh, who retreats it. The drive, and Michael Singletary will finish with the lay-in. And timeout by the Lioneers as Coach Greg wanted to get some air in the lungs of the Lioneers. We're running back and forth, but find themselves now down by 23. That's kind of what you got to do against the Lioneers, is really discombobulate them. And sometimes the second effort will lead to transition opportunities for the Lioneers, but if Michael Singletary and Bees can jump on those rebounds down the middle, turns into good scoring opportunities.
This game ain't over. It's not over yet.
The Lioneers, just like in the first game, have shortened their rotation. Now we might see some more of those subs. Really quickly, Sim Bular up to 20 points. Mike Bruzowitz with 11. Still waiting on some of their locals to score. Meanwhile, for the Braves, they see 4 players score in double digits, led by Michael Singletary's 24. And Bees Lincijia right now 4 for 7 from outside. So Bees, Winston, and Michael Singletary keeping pace with each other with 4 3-pointers made each. Going to be the same 5 Braves out there, trying to figure out their defensive assignments. Meanwhile, the Lioneers, Tian Hao will get things rolling. Bruzowicz pops open for 3, airballs it. I've asked people, and touching the nylon still counts as an airball. Well, good play design, but Singletary works into some space. His runner, it rattles in. What do we keep saying? Missed shot on one end and a made shot by the other. Dances his way inside. And still Wenting maybe smartly retreats out of an elbow, which he's trying to get, but can't really get a foul off of a phantom elbow. Singletary working left, now right, then losing the dribble as Hao able to get away for the travel. And looks like we'll have a foul first. And a rare opportunity for all 3 referees to come together. It sounds like we have a shot clock issue. And while regrettable for the Lioneers with the fast break opportunity, they do run the scorer's table, and that's the same case with every home team with their scorekeepers and timekeepers. And of course, you wish that it doesn't happen, but the referees are tasked with keeping the entire game in check, including the things that the scorekeepers are really responsible over. A chance for the Braves. They're huddled together in front of their bench, while the Lioneers, 5 guys on the floor, talk it over amongst themselves. So this is definitely something that the referees need to work with the broadcast crew about. Is in the Plus League we have Momo TV and we have Formosa Television, but they definitely send different crews for different broadcasts, and so working with the producers and coordinating these video replays is part of getting the game to go in a good flow. So far in the third quarter, 20-20. And the Lioneers now with a big advantage at the free throw line, have taken 12 in the quarter, only hit 6. And really, the Braves have only lost 2 points as they hit 11 of 14 to the Lioneers' 13 makes. Let's see what the crew chief brings to the table.
所以20秒，好，我们调整时间，下 clock 的时间一样，工程师球。
So it'll be 4 seconds off the shot clock. While unfortunate, it is a responsibility of the referees to ensure the clock operation works. Of course, the most famous is the Taoyuan Pilots New Taipei Kings game, in which nobody saw the clock. The clock operator started it late and had an interesting solution to that one. Bruzovich, hammer action two, his three, halfway down and out. And the Braves finally collect it as Bruzovich once again called for the foul on the loose ball. And a technical foul right on top of it. There we see the foul, pushing both ways. And then the arm hook with the left arm by Bruzovich is what was called.
那另外呢，目前俄罗斯在本场比赛已经累积了1个 U 1个 T 夺权离场。
And now the technical foul with the U is an ejection from the game.
他可能是骂他吧？犯规而已。他讲什么？宣伟，他讲什么？他说什么？
We're going to double check with the referees about what he was said. Well, maybe that we might want to avoid to put on air.
他对他骂爸爸。
看一看刚刚是发生什么事 ？OK，
哪一个？
曾文鼎勾他，然后自己摔倒，然后你吹我
You
们
can
犯
hear
规。
the general manager trying to argue that the landlord made the hook, but he had hands on the basketball, at least a lot closer. And there, it makes perfect sense to me. Bruzovich conducted the arm hook without even a chance at the basketball, whereas the landlord was much more on top of it. Right now, the Lioneers got to be careful from getting more technical fouls, as they've had a lot more to say to the referees so far in the game. Not that right now, this is a Michael Singletary free throw, which he hits on. Oscar Gall will check in and see what magic he can work with about 2 minutes left. Missed with that one. Got another one coming up. And Coach Roger taking a page out of Coach Greg's playbook. He's shortened his rotation. Beast, Jet, Singletary been in there for almost the entirety of the third quarter, and the lead has stayed true to the Braves. Hall through the paint. The Lioneers swing it the other way. Hall beating him with speed, getting the right-handed finger roll. As he took a little bit of a hit. And, well, as much as choppy as this game is getting, the referees might want to look at this one. Right now, just indicating the sub, which is kind of a break to the Lioneers as they don't have possession after the made layup. There we see Tian Hao kind of just running into Zhou Wending there. Well, that's unfortunate. Really hard to call a foul on Zhou Wending. And like I said, the Lioneers might have a little bit of break because typically the referees wait for the team who's a player down to have possession before they call for the sub, because you don't want to take the advantage away from the other team. Singletary on the block against Oscar. Spins baseline. Tough shot. Rattles out. A little bit more classic pick and roll up top. Xiao Sun-yi from the other side. Nice play there. But called for the foul on the second effort. There'll be more free throws this time for the Braves, but Xiao Sun-yi showing off the hop there. Definitely appreciating the Plus League. More and more players able to finish up and unders like that. See, Joseph Lynch checked into the game. Hasn't played since the first quarter, I believe. Jet hits the first free throw. So on the quarter, now the Braves have amassed 7, now 8 free throws. So taking that advantage away from the Lioneers. Now Xiao Sun-yi starting the attack. Gives it up. Then Oscar dances into defense. To the right side, Xiao Sun-yi. Long rebound out, and Jet will push the head. Going to the basket, and will bring it out. Going right to Mike. On the screen, his mid-range, perfect. And once again, the lead up to 25 as the Lioneers have 1 possession in the third. Hall once again. Faking both ways, almost got away with the travel. Xiao Sun-yi push shot, no good. Maybe good timing with that double team. As the Braves now expanding on that lead as they head to the 4th and final frame of Game 2 of the Plus League Finals. Trying to keep up the spirits of the fans in attendance. Now the Lioneers have a much bigger mountain to climb. They were up by 1 heading into the final and quarter of Game 1 on Saturday, but now find themselves, by my math, down by 25. That's a swing of 26 points from Game 1 to Game 2. There we see Ling Mi, number 3, check into the game, as they will be playing with all locals to start. Joseph Lin will bring the ball down. Already been challenged by Oscar. Getting the finish at the rim. Headed the other way. Oscar tries to get it back. Missing it, and Singletary will push it up ahead. Jet, one man to beat, and Li Mi, no, Song Yushin is going to get a warning here for running around. He might think he got the basketball, but what the referees might have saw was Joseph Lin also put his arm out and kind of negate any contact made by the defender. But on this play, it's a sideline out of bounds. Singletary throws it out. Might have been brushed by a Lioneer, but they'll get it back. Well, the lowest scoring total so far in the playoffs is 77 points, but Lioneers have all quarter to overcome that, and maybe more if they get a long string of good play. Oscar takes the pull-up, another miss. Going right to the Braves, but we need the one with it. So Wesley called for the foul. Michael Singletary had his hips turned. And that's his Zhou Guiyu. And it is on number 8. Zhou Guiyu has not scored yet in these finals, but he has committed 4 fouls. Wu Dayao hit 2 free throws on Saturday for his 2 points, and has now got a bucket and a free throw. Lioneers have some of the end of the rotation guys in, but the Braves don't have too many of those. Over off timing with the 3, overshoots it. They might consider breaking Jackie Zhang Guiyu or number 2 Jian Wei to win. Xiao Sung-yi with a nice Euro miss. A lot of offensive boards for the Lioneers. They're not quitting yet. Nice finish by number 11. Singletary left open and missing. And the landlord brushes it out to the Lioneers. The fancy footwork. Oscar getting the left-handed runner. As the Braves call timeout. 2 minutes into the 4th. The Lioneers bench showing some fight. Another break in the action. Thanks for sticking with us. Next game will take place in the Heping Gymnasium in Taipei, but the fans right now still showing good enthusiasm, and looks like a Dreamers fan in here. If you've been keeping your eyes on the monitor, some Fubon Angels are also in attendance. Lioneers right now playing a 3 guard, 1 forward, 1 center lineup. Meanwhile, the Braves have Chen Xiangjun check in. Oscar putting on the pressure. Now screened off of Jet. They close off the give and go, so Taiwan missing wall from 3, and they do call the shot clock violation. So we might give some credit to the fans there for energizing their team's defense. It is the 15th turnover by the Braves. Lioneers only have 12. Oscar no-look pass, but Chen Xiangjun gets his hands on that one. I need to look up the personal high for Chen Xiangjun's steal. Singletary spins into trouble and coughs it up. A couple players going down there. Hopefully Xiao Sunyi is okay with the face mask, needing the adjustment afterwards. Another offensive board for the Lioneers. They're getting plenty of opportunity. Takes a tough shot and gets it in with no time left there. Well, it's down to a 20-point lead. Now Oscar, 5 of 13 shooting. Dokuri ran out of position. And it's another turnover by the Braves. As right away, Coach Roger taking out Singletary and Chen Xiangjun. Well, that took a while. It's been slow going, but only 2 points for the Braves, 7 for the Lioneers as Lini tries for the 3. In and out with that shot. Does not have any points to his name so far in the playoffs. Zaysev hitting baseline. Got the shot off. And Jet will fly out of bounds. The mistakes are piling up for the Braves. They have 4 turnovers on the quarter. Oscar with the move and the left-handed lay-in. More substitutions coming for the Braves as they've started the 4th quarter poorly like the 3rd. Now Zaysev almost lost it. Unforced error, backdoor to Beast, able to find the angle and the lucky bounce. Finally putting the Braves back on the board. Song Yushin will fall out of bounds. See Oscar made the tough 3-pointer with his left hand against the Kings at the end of the 3rd quarter. At that time, from more reasonable range. Number 52, Loinson will check in. His first finals appearance. He's driving in the middle. Might have lost the timing there as Zaysev goes down again with pains to his midsection. A little bit of a interesting hugging match there. between Zijie and Gao Guohao. But on the other side, here is Zaitsev in major pain. I don't know if the referees really want a casual wrestling match. Friendly casual wrestling match. There we see Zaitsev battling it down there, and then Lioneers maybe on the second effort kind of caught him in the bad spot. He'll go to the bench. He's been pretty tough to play through that previous injury, but if it's acting up again, that's just trouble. That time Beast getting the better of Lioneers on the sideline. Well, when Lioneers out there, you kind of want to be careful. Sometimes a little bit unpredictable. Was a former teammate with Zhou Guiyu at Taiwan Normal University. Well, they were a really strong powerhouse. Well, to be honest, a little warmer here in Hsinchu County Stadium this time around, so some extra condensation going on. Laitinga starts attack on the double screen. Nice pass. Still one thing. He gets the lay in. Not a lot of help with Lioneers, the only center out there. Got untangled. Now we'll go up and set the screen. Oscar, a left-handed pass right into Winston, and a little 3-on-1 action. With the easy finish. That makes it 100 points for the Braves. They're now cruising with this one, and it looks like they'll accomplish the mission that most road teams have in the best of 7, getting one of the 2. Oscar, pass to Lioneers, trying to make something out of it. Left-handed swing, no good. The basket, another Dylan layup, but this time he misses it. Looking down the floor, Chen with a spin move and the finish. Well, if he's done one thing in 2 games, he's got the Lioneers a win and made himself a little bit of a crowd pleaser, a crowd favorite. Military going with power. He's got the foul. The foul on Chen. There's that a little bit of a strength disadvantage against Michael Singletary. Oscar will go down for Lin Yihui. They'll say it's a baseline out of bounds. On the curl, takes the extra dribble and airballs it, but those go to the offense as Taiwanton will throw it into a crowd and another shot clock violation. That's the thing about the Braves. They don't have many subs on their bench to give their main guys good rest here. Amy gives up the corner 3, so Xiao Tumi takes the dribble in and misses. Braves pull it out again. Taiwanton goes baseline and missing the bank. Well, one thing we've learned is the Braves have it in them to make a lot of threes. And no matter who you are in this league, when those shots fall in bunches, not much that the other team can do unless they answer with the same ferocity from the outside. But 6 for 23 3-point shooting this game, 8 for 29 in game 1 as Michael Singletary, look what I found. Now he's equaled his point total from Saturday at 31. Liyue will try from 3. Oh, maybe a little better than his free throws. Time with the free throw jumper, another miss. Well, 3 minutes left to play. At least you can be thankful for the players keeping up the pace. Tokoe with a little bit of a take foul there, second on the team. Here we see number 2 Jianwei Lu check in for the first time in the finals. He did miss game 1 while in protocol. He played 21 minutes in the series against the Dreamers. So if we're looking at the playoff landscape as Liyue fouled on the reverse, it will be Zheng Xiangjun's a 6. So we'll see if the Braves able to play small from now on. I don't think they want to play Zheng Wenting for too many minutes. But anyways, the Lioneers on the game, shooting less than 40%. Also have some improvement to do at the line as well. 14 of 26. The Liyue makes the adjustment there. Zheng Xiangjun battled it out. Still got a long learning curve left, but Braves are going to count on him. Liyue, no call at the rim. Well, the Braves, on the other hand, have only hit better than 30% three-point shooting in the second game against the Dreamers. This would be the second time in 6 games as the Tokoe tries from 3, rolls in and out. Now the Lioneers in their 2 playoff losses against the Kings gave a 41 and then a 30% three-point shooting as you have a kick ball. Stay with the team in purple. Jackie Zhang Gengyu will check into the game. Doesn't have any playoff playing time as a member of the Braves. Liyue throws it into a wall. Jackie wasn't looking for the pass, and it will be another turnover. And that's the thing about modern basketball. We might be emphasizing the three-point shot and layups a lot, but just proved it there that you always got to be looking for the basketball. When you have a teammate like Tokoe who can find you like that in tough spots. Hall dribbles into troubles, now throws it out of bounds. Try to wrap around behind the back. Keep trying at it, youngster. Seconds left in game 2 as Lioneers getting a lot of air for the rebound. And North with a tough fadeaway, another miss, and maybe we owe Mimi a little cup of tea for saving that one inbounds as he makes the fancy move, avoids the travel. Can't reward that highlight play with a make. He's definitely struggled in the game, but understandably, coming out of COVID protocols, there's only 2 options right now in Taiwan. You're either maybe cohabitants, which would be a 0+7, where you don't have to isolate, but you have to do what we call self-health management. where we stay away from big crowds, or 7+7 if you are a positive case. Doing Hall with a funky finish there. As we're running down to the last few possessions of the game. The best of 7 series, but after 2, we're all tied up. Lighting so one thing. Also just let the clock run out. As with a touch of a basketball, the game will come to a conclusion. And your final, the Taipei Fubon Braves take this one a 102-81 over the Hsinchu Lioneers. As the action will head to Taipei. The series will continue next Thursday, this Thursday in fact. I think of the weeks as the 2 games on a homestand. Well, the Lioneers did have some things that were working, but some early touches for Sim Bular and some of those turnovers out of it. Kind of curious considering the good adjustments that they had in the first game, especially in their comeback effort in the second half. But in this one, held to only 41 points in the first half as the Braves once again jumping out to a first half lead, but this time doing a better job. It was a 40-40 finish as both teams pulled most of their starters in the 4th quarter. Well, thank you for joining our broadcast. Be sure to leave a like, but coming up right now is the player interview with Michael Singletary.
What's going on, guys?
Speaking with Aaron
Appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, it's finals time. I mean, this is the time, you know, we all dream about playing as kids and playing for a championship, playing for a trophy, playing for your team, playing for your fans. So it's a time where you got to step up and you got to lead, and that's just what I've been trying to do. Not only just scoring, but just trying to keep our team focused and focused on one game at a time. Yeah. I think we learned it. I don't know if it was so much this game as it was the first game. First game was similar, but we kind of let it get away from us. So tonight we wanted to kind of put a stranglehold on the game and take care of business and not let them come back, because they're a good team over there and they'll keep fighting to the end. So we just had to make sure that we just kept playing the game and kept playing the right way and kept making shots and playing defense, and that's what helped us get the win today. He always brings an impact. I mean, anytime he plays, his plus or minus is through the roof. So I love being his teammate, and I love watching him work day in and day out. And it's no surprise that when he comes out here and does what he does, everybody's surprised, but we're not surprised because he does it every day in practice by the work that he puts in and the hard work that he shows and the leadership that he shows. So just a great teammate, great guy to have on the team, and we're super proud to have him. Thanks a lot, guys. Take it easy.
Well, thanks to Michael Singletary for joining our post-game coverage. As the Mandarin broadcast duo have a little fun there, getting ready to translate. Well, defensively, the Braves were able to force 4 misses out of Sim Bular, which might not seem a lot, but when he went 9 for 9 in the first game, it is a step up. They did have to commit quite a few fouls, just the same. But their shooting from the outside was really to the detriment of the Lioneers' pursuit of victory. Singletary mentioned Chen came in and started a perfect 3-for-3 shooting, eventually finished with 4 made threes to 4 missed twos, funny enough. He ended the night with 12 points. Second, tied with Jet with 12 as well. Michael Singletary led the game with 33. One last break for this broadcaster before wrapping things up from Hsinchu. It's a final here from Hsinchu, where the Taipei Fubon Braves were able to prevail over the Hsinchu Jiko Lioneers. There's the final combined team statistics there on screen, where the Braves were shooting more accurately from the floor, including 15 of 33 from beyond the arc. Of course, they've also did a better job team rebounding for an eventual advantage of 51 to 39, and they did keep their turnovers relatively in check. But everybody's still got improvements to make as the series marches on. June 23rd at 7 p.m. as these two teams will head to the home of the Braves and see how the series will kind of change there. One last note, the Lioneers did win all 3 games in Heping Gymnasium this season, and they're the only team to do so. So not to fret, they still have their chances, and the Braves, let's see how they play at home. But I'm Ryan Chen on behalf of our teams in the league. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.